In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys additional accessories that I have on my Oculus Quest, and these accessories I have to share with you guys. They're that amazing. And we're also gonna go ahead and compare the standard Oculus Quest travel case against these two more affordable alternatives to see if the official Oculus Quest really is truly worth its asking price compared to these more affordable options. And if you're wondering what kind of decal or other accessories I have on my Oculus Quest, if you haven't watched my previous accessory guide video, you could go ahead and click on this little iCard right there. I recommend checking that video out, and then once you're caught up, come back and watch this video on where you could find this decal I have on my Oculus Quest. I cover all that in that previous video, and I really don't want to repeat myself, especially to those that already went ahead and watched that other video. Now with that said, let's begin. Now this first accessory is an awesome product that replaces standard strap that's on the Knuckle controller. You see, with the older strap that the Knuckle controller came included with, I wouldn't really personally find myself using them because they're too much of an inconvenience to strap on. And with these, I simply just put my hand in like so, and they don't fall out just like that. They are fully adjustable. They have Velcro, which you could just attach like so. And they not only do an excellent job on allowing the controller to be fully secure on your hand, but they also prevent the battery cover from easily falling off. Like when I'm playing games like Beat Saber, for example, the bottom end that attaches on this little knuckle strap prevents the battery cover from easily falling off. It's a one size fit all, so even somebody that's inexperienced with the Oculus Quest, they don't have to fiddle with the strap, and just by simply looking at it, you know which side is right and left. So if your buddy that's inexperienced with the Oculus Quest, there's no worry that they may accidentally throw your controller. Now this next one is a VR facial interface. This little back part right here. It's by AMVR, which is a well-known accessory company for VR headsets. It replaces the standard bracket, facial bracket that's on the back, and this kit comes included with 6 different pieces. You have 2 facial covers, you have a thin one and a very thick one. It also has this nose piece attachment right here that attaches and blocks some of the light from leaking inside the headset. And they also go ahead and throw in a lens cover. Now, once it was fully attached, after playing a couple of VR games with this thing, over an hour of gameplay, I immediately noticed that this headset, this facial piece, is a lot more comfortable compared to the previous one, the original one by Oculus. This little thing. And unlike the standard VR bracket, facial bracket, or whatever this thing is called, it doesn't leave that red mark outline around your face whenever you play a long gaming session. Since it's made out of like a PU texture, if you're somebody that is known to sweat a lot with their Oculus Quest, with this you could just simply wipe off the liquid. Instead of previously with the official Oculus Quest facial piece bracket, it would typically just absorb everything, and over time that gets really gross. So because of that, I mean, this facial kit is a must-have for all Oculus Quest owners. Just keep in mind, if you wear larger frame glasses, larger than mine, the soft padding might be uncomfortable because it can be a little bit too tight if your frames are larger. But if you don't wear glasses, you shouldn't experience any tightness with this facial bracket. But with these frame glasses that I have, I'm able to fit this on perfectly fine. There is little openings on the side which are fully adjustable. It attaches with Velcro, so you can readjust it if you need to. And the 2 size options, the one that's attached right now is a thin one, but they also have a thicker one if you want the extra padding. And that little nose piece attachment that's down here, it does do an excellent job on blocking some of the light. Some light still leaks in, but not as much as it used to without this thing. Now this next accessory is one that I almost forgot to throw in, which is why I'm voiceovering it. Oops, whatever. Nobody's perfect, but I can't leave this thing out. This thing is a camera lens pen. It's inexpensive, and it's a must-have for not just the Oculus Quest, but any VR headset. I've personally been using this one on my PSVR for over a year and a half now. This was recommended to me by a fellow friend of mine, VR Frank, his old channel. He was really cool. But this thing is a must-have because it's much more efficient when it comes to cleaning up your lens on your Oculus Quest. Because when you open it up, you see the shape. This shape allows you to reach around the outer edges of the lens without risking of damaging them if you actually use your fingernail with the microfiber cloth to get those edges. With this tool, you don't have to do that. It also has its own cleaning solution in there. It doesn't leave any liquid marks or anything like that. It's dry. But that's basically the quick overview about this product. Now you could buy a VR version, which is no different than this one. It's just more expensive, but it's just the Title VR. This one's just a standard one that's found for cleaning lens on cameras, and it is really the exact same thing compared to one that actually has VR in its title. Now finally, let's go ahead and move on from that, and let's go ahead and talk about the travel cases. So this one's the official one by Oculus, but in the past, if you watch my Oculus Quest review, I was an early adopter, and this thing was like on back order for about 3 months. So I did the next best thing and picked up other alternatives. First case I bought was this one, which is the Amazon Basic PSVR travel case, which works perfectly fine. It's able to hold the Quest VR with the controller and the power cable, as there's more than enough room to secure the Oculus Quest, and you could add additional stuff. The padding was able to hold the Oculus Quest in its place very well and securely, but the only con you can see, obviously, it's really big and really inconvenient to travel with. So I went ahead and ditched this PSVR case and went ahead and picked up a third-party one. This one specifically engineered and designed for the Oculus Quest. And just like the PSVR Amazon Basic case, this one also retails for about $20. And the VR headset itself fits perfectly fine inside this thing. There's a little strap right here that allows you to securely place the VR in place. Just however, these edges have to be pushed in a little bit, could fit inside the case. And then you simply just strap it on. Straps right here for the knuckle controllers as well, and it simply just closes in like so. To the most part, this was a solid case, but for that price you definitely get what you pay for, as sometimes this little zipper would sometimes get stuck, and the handle of the other one already broke off. And if you open it up, you see there's no place to put the power adapter or the cable, unless you just leave it here, but that's risking damaging the lens. So this wasn't really that much of a great all-in-one traveling case. So for double the cost, is the Oculus official traveling case for the Oculus Quest worth it? Well, for starters, I mean, exterior wise, it doesn't look that bad. And when you open it up, it's kind of like a pod capsule, somewhat like a shape. There's a little cubby here that allows you to actually place the power adapter and the USB-C cable right there securely. And then the headset itself, you can simply just drop it into place like so. There's no need to push the little back bracket, this little piece inwards to make it all fit. It fits perfectly fine. And then the knuckle controllers, you can just simply place it in like so. Even with that third-party strap, it fits perfectly fine. There's room in there for also the pen. Even the third-party VR facial bracket fits perfectly fine inside this little traveling case. And if we zip it all the way up, we don't have to push it in or anything like that. It just seals perfectly fine. And we're able to fit all that inside while still maintaining its portability. And compare these three, this one's like right in the middle, in the sweet spot between being not that bulky, so it's still very portable. The exterior feels nice and soft and is still very durable, just like these three. So in case something lands on it, your Oculus Quest will be perfectly secure. Now the handle on top is very comfortable. It's more soft and easy to wrap around your wrist, and you could probably put this on like a coat hanger if you want. The zipper is also made out of that same cloth-like texture like the handle, and is better well built compared to this one. The Oculus Quest logo in the front is really nice. And if we open it up one more time, the interior texture is made out of like what feels like a microfiber cloth texture, protecting the outer cameras on the Oculus Quest. So all in all, my closing thoughts between these three cases, I mean, if you don't mind, if you have the money for it, I mean, this case, it's actually not bad. I'm able to carry everything. It's still portable. It has like this unique capsule, almost like design, so I could easily put this in the bag, backpack, while also keeping the charging cables and the power adapter with me at all times. So this definitely does make it really good for travel. This case was really good, but for $20, it's technically already falling apart, but storing it away, it was doing an excellent job protecting it. And well, this thing, I'm able to hold the Oculus Quest and still has a little handle, so I could somewhat travel with this thing easy. But Oculus did it right with their official case. But there we have it. That was more accessories for the Oculus Quest. If you guys want to find out more information about these products, the accessories, they will be linked in the video description down below. Again, if you missed a previous video, it's gonna be right here. Click on it, watch it, and if you already watched that video, this video over here, that is a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. Their algorithm thinks you're gonna like it. Check it out if you want to. Comment down below, let me know if YouTube was right. Anyway folks, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.